So we all are back to level 1. And so we ask ourselves again, which weapon should I play? Because the knife isn't the best choice. So let's have a closer look. And we start with Brapore. And the first one here is the SKS. It's a really basic rifle, straightforward. But you can't mount any sights on top, so you have to play it with an iron sight, at least for now. Therefore, one pretty cool thing is that you can reload it from the top, meaning you don't need a rig, backpack, you just use your pockets. And you also level the assault rifle skill when doing that, so it's a really good option for budget runs. Furthermore, the rounds are also pretty decent. The 7.62 PS rounds, which you can also buy from Brapore, already have 32 penetration, and right at the beginning, this is very good, because most people run around with level 3 armor or less currently, meaning you can kill it. Then the next choice would be the Mosin, aka the loud stick or the meme itself. And here the same thing, the round is impressive, 42 penetration, meaning you penetrate every armor in the game at the start, and 81 damage is insane. It will not one-shot people, but if somebody gets hit with this round, they usually hide and heal. Just keep in mind with the Mosin, it's a bolt action rifle and it's not that easy to shoot, or I mean to hit your target. It needs a bit of practice and also pretty good aim if you want to pull that off in heated situations. But don't worry, we got some more options, because of course we also have a skier. And he got the Adar. Now he is selling the Adar for 45,000 rubles, so you can keep that, because there's a better way. Because the Adar is commonly found on scavs, but the durability sucks. And if you've seen my durability video, you know to not play weapons like that. So what do? You extract the weapon anyway, and then go to Skier and buy an empty Adar. It's only 7,000 rubles. Then put them next to each other and just move every single attachment from the broken Adar to the new one. And there you go, just like that you have a brand new Adar for 7,000 rubles. Now with the Adar we are pretty limited in terms of ammunition, because we basically only have the M855. And the M855 only has 28 penetration. Now it's not too bad at the beginning, but as soon as people start using level 4 armor, you won't get far with that round. So just keep that in mind. But therefore you can mod the Adar right at the start. And having a sight on top is important for a lot of people. And all you need to do is remove the gas block and the rear sight from the existing Adar. Then go to mechanic and buy the low profile gas block. Then just mount it and there you go. Now you can mount any sight you want. Just keep in mind that a lot of sights, especially a Peacekeeper, have a separate mount. So for example, if you want to use an Aimpoint Micro M2, you also need the Aimpoint Micro mount. Makes sense, right? And there you go, you now have an Adar with a sight on top. It can be that easy. Now the Adar is a pretty versatile weapon. Still, I would not use it indoors. Rather use it on maps like Customs, Shoreline or the new Lighthouse. Just anywhere where mid-range engagements are the most common. Now at Skier, the second option would be the TOTS. And I know, usually yes, but now with inertia, the problem is that if you don't kill your target with one shot, you have to chamber another shot, and with inertia, it's quite hard to dodge, so it really hurts to say that, but the TOTS currently is not at a good spot. But it's still insanely cheap, so that's the plus the TOTS got. Now those are the weapons at traders, because I exclude barter trades simply because they are too situational to be a general recommendation. But as soon as you have your crafting station at level 1, it's pretty early. You can craft an infinite amount. Never mind. Now you can craft an infinite amount of weapons. And if you've seen my AK guide, you know that the only parts you need is the handguard and the stock. And that just once, and then you have infinite amount of AKs. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you in a second. Then you also need weapon parts, which you also can craft, either using a VPO, which is pretty common among scavs, or use the AKS. But okay, back to the infinite AK stuff. How do we do that? As soon as you have one AK with this orange handguard and stock, take him off the weapon and put him aside. Then head again to Prepore and buy another stock and the AK-100 series foregrip. Then mount those two on your AK and now you have a functional AK, but we can use the two other parts for the next craft. And there you go, you have an infinite amount of AKs. Furthermore, with the AK-100 series foregrip, you can mount laser pointer and flashlights. And in terms of ammunition for the AK, there is one trait in particular that is insane, and that's the BT trait. Because BT at the beginning of a wipe just shreds everything. So if you're into the AK and you want to play it, then really try to get that trait. Also, if you have enough rubles, then you can also go for the AKM. You need a Vepper, a multi-tool, and the muzzle brake, and all of those things you can buy at traders. Or you could even find the Vepper in raid, it's also pretty common on scavs. And if you remember, the PS rounds, which are pretty good, are the same one that we would use in an AKM, but it's full auto, so way better than the SKS. So you see where I'm going with this, it's pretty good. And lastly, play scav weapons. For example, a lot of shotguns are insanely good. And every time you have your scav up, you get a free weapon, so why not? It's pretty much the easiest way. And basically, that's it. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section down below or hit me up on Discord. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.